Live from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, March the 11th of 2024. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, stepfather charged with the death of 14-year-old Esther Patterson. Candlelight vigil held in her honor. 2 collapse and die on Paradise Beach, while in other news, an elderly man remains missing at sea. RGPF promises heightened security for Intercall games, and Grenada Public Workers Union welcomes Cabinet's approval of proposed salary increases for TAMCC staff. In regional news, U.S. Secretary of State visits Jamaica for Haiti talks with Caribbean leaders. And internationally, Israel continued its bombardment of Gaza on the first day of Ramadan. And coming up in sports, excitement builds for 2024 Republic Bank Intercall Championships. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments. Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Kiriakou residents demonstrated solemn solidarity over the weekend, gathering for a vigil to mourn the tragic loss of a teenage female whose body was discovered on Friday afternoon. While the close-knit community is still reeling in shock and disbelief, one individual is helping the police in the investigation of her death. Rena Pierre-Thomas reports.
Community members on the sister isle of Kiriakou gathered solemnly over the weekend to mourn the tragic passing of Esther Patterson, a 14-year-old whose life was tragically cut short. The vigil, held Sunday, followed the heartbreaking discovery of Esther's body outside of a church in Brunswick on Friday. Authorities have officially classified the case as a homicide, sending shockwaves through the usually peaceful island. ASP Reginald Sylvester, head of the Kiriakou Division of the Royal Grenada Police Force, confirmed that John Kendall Alexis was charged with non-capital murder in relation to the teenager's death and is cooperating with the ongoing investigation.
Yes, I'll return information as to the person because the person was arrested and charged. The person is John Alexis, 31 years, self-employed. Lawrence and Kiriakou. They were arrested yesterday in relation to the death of the teenager, a minor.
Alexis, reported to be Esther's stepfather, faces charges of intentionally causing her death through unlawful harm. While specific details regarding the investigation are not yet disclosed by law enforcement, ASP Sylvester confirmed that an autopsy has been conducted on the victim.
The autopsy was done yesterday. No, I don't have the information with the autopsy.
The candlelight vigil for young Esther Patterson brought together friends, family, and neighbors in a show of solidarity, offering prayers, support, and solace to those grieving her loss. As candles flicker in the darkness, memories of Esther's joyous spirit and her profound impact on the community were shared, underscoring the deep sense of loss felt by all present. As the investigation into Esther's tragic death unfolds, the Kiriakou community community remains steadfast in their resolve to seek justice for the young life. John Kendall Alexis is expected to make his initial court appearance later this week. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
And as the residents of Carriacou appeal for justice for Esther Patterson, the anticipated Republic Bank Intercall Games will have one student less following her demise. The Royal Grenada Police Force promises to do their part in keeping parents' minds at bay with increased security at the Games, which kick off tomorrow. With thousands of patrons expected to converge at the Granny James Athletic Stadium, the RGPF announced planned operations for the three-day event.
Starting the games are expected to officially get underway around 9 a.m. tomorrow, please God. And as for standard police practice, we will be on the ground 2 hours prior to the game. So that means by 7 a.m. the RGPF will be dominating the ground, starting with what we call a security sweep of the venue. We will go in and ensure that the venue is safe and secure before we bring the crowd into the station, into the stadium. Following that, persons will be placed strategically at our various gates, entry points, and so to ensure that persons enter the facility in an orderly fashion. I must also say that we have a team of security officers, private security officers who will be working with us to ensure the security. They would be primarily responsible for what we call the physical screening or the searches of persons entering the venue.
Assistant Superintendent of Police Kenneth Bascombe listed items that will be prohibited at the venue.
We have a number of prohibited items and so that will not be allowed into the venue, such as offensive weapons. And let me just say, because person might wonder what is an offensive weapon. It is basically anything that can be used or adapted as a weapon that can cause harm or injury to anyone, to any person. You know, we will speak further to issues like vending and so, because of course there will be a strict vending policy that will be implemented in and around the venue for tomorrow, please God. So we're just asking persons when they come to the venue, try and come a bit early, because expect to go through some robust screening before you enter the venue, because we'll not be allowing you to enter with any offensive weapon of any kind.
Inspector Ryan Smith told a press conference on Monday to avoid congestion around the stadium following the games, attendees using public transportation are advised to go to the bus terminal.
The reason for ensuring that the ordinary buses are not coming that they would create a lot in the traffic flow. In other words, they would create more obstruction than is necessary, because once those buses park on that side of the road, it will be difficult for the traffic to flow smoothly. So hence the reason why we advise that the stay of the bus terminal and let the patrons journey to the bus terminal so that we can have a more orderly flow of things and the doing buses.
Republic Bank Intercall Games 2024 Boys Division is a tiebreaker year for the Nawassa St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School and the Najico Grenada Boys Secondary School, GBSS. To date, both schools can boast of winning the Boys Division 20 times each. GBN caught up with the coaches from both institutions as they made final preparations for the 3 days of intense competition.
As the social media rivalry continues among fans supporting SAS and GBSS in the boys division of the 2024 Republic Bank Intercall Games, the real competition kicks off on Tuesday, March 12th at the Granny James Athletic Stadium. Nawassa SAS is gearing for a historic championship, with Coach Leon Calise noting the importance of this year's competition and some key athletes that should propel the school to victory.
in terms of wins, we have GBSS with 20 wins and SAS with also 20 wins. So this year is definitely a big year, for SAS and also for GBSS in terms of the Intercol Championship. So it's going to be real keen. It's going to be fighting competition. It's going to be hard competition this year because both schools want to win 21. From the senior level, we have Justin Sylvester, we have Kyle Ned, we have Lennon Williams, we have Jelani Lewis, just to name a few of the senior boys. And in the junior category, we have Delran John, we have Mr. Christoph Callis, we have Tivez, we have also Diron, and in the sub-junior area, we have Mr. Dumont and Mr. Philip. So we have a quite compact field, but also balanced field in the male division.
On the other side, Nicholas Benjamin, head coach at the Grenada Boys Secondary School, is optimistic that this year should be an easy win for the Tantine Bullets. For the boys in green, preparation has been ongoing after the impressive win at the 2023 Intercol Games.
The GBS and our boys, we practiced for a whole year. We have that year-long program where we make sure our athletes are prepared for competition. And this year, the 2024 Intercol Games, it will bring us to 21-20. And if you realize it, I'm saying 21-20, which with us, the GBSS, we will be winning the Intercol Games. However, it would not be an easy game to win. You have to be able to go outside the strategic. And we already spoke to our boys, we already spoke to our athletes, and we're ready. We have Ethan Sam, we have Emilio Bishop, we have Cameron Macklin, and I could tell you he's going to do create some serious problem in the Intercol Games, Cameron Macklin. He's also one of the sheriff qualifiers. And what I could tell you is the SARS been sending messages, Blue Waters and however, but GBSS, we are greater. And we'll be there.
Both coaches wanted to reassure the public that the rivalry among fans via social media or in person should always remain friendly, as our athletes and young people in general are looking on. For GBN News, Janelle McDonald.
Meanwhile, yet another incident is occupying the attention of law enforcement on the sister island of Carriacou, but in this case, there is still hope for a happy ending. It involves a mentally challenged fisherman who has gone missing at sea after setting out in a boat without an engine over the weekend. The individual, identified as 62-year-old Raymond Rosemond of Bogos, Carriacou, left his community on a fishing expedition on Friday, only to vanish without a trace, leaving his worried family and authorities searching for answers. ASP Reginald Sylvester says local law enforcement and their counterparts from St. Vincent and the Grenadines have been conducting searches at sea.
No information as to anyone seen him at sea. He's a mentally challenged person, and last Friday with a dinghy in the Bogos area went out fishing. And we asked for both men who were out fishing to look out for the gentleman who is in our.
Authorities are urging mariners and coastal residents who may have seen Mr. Rosemond or his boat to come forward and to remain vigilant and report any sightings or clues that may aid in locating the missing man. A visiting couple who reportedly arrived in Carriacou on Friday died under what is considered strange circumstances on Carriacou's famous Paradise Beach. Christina John brings us up to speed on the information available.
Following the heinous act of violence against a teenager on Friday on the sister island of Carriacou, the mysterious death of two UK residents is also keeping local police busy as they have launched an investigation into the sudden deaths. The bodies of the two visiting retirees from the United Kingdom were found on the Lestaire Paradise Beach, Carriacou on Saturday afternoon. Preliminary reports indicate that the couple, now identified as 76-year-old David John Foster and 77-year-old Rosalind Foster, was reportedly walking along the beach at about 4 p.m. when Mr. Foster apparently collapsed. His father alleged that Mrs. Foster, who tried to render assistance, also collapsed on him. Upon examination, the male visitor was pronounced dead at the scene by a medical doctor. Mrs. Foster was rushed to the Princess Royal Hospital by ambulance, where she was examined and pronounced dead by a medical doctor. Mr. Foster's body was removed from the beach at about 5:45 p.m. Reports are that several efforts were made to revive the couple but were unsuccessful. A post-mortem will be conducted to determine the cause of death. Christina John, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Grenada Public Workers Union welcomes Cabinet's approval of proposed salary increases for TAMCC staff. Stay with us for the details.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Arise Credit Union. Arise's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Arise's Own Your Own loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arisescu.com.
Thinking about getting internet at home? Sign up now and get a $200 Visa cash card from Flow. That's $200 cash to spend anywhere that accepts card payments. Buy groceries, beauty supplies, pay bills, buy whatever you like. Enjoy super fast broadband and free cash now from Flow, keeping you connected.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event taking place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotofed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
The thrill and excitement of the Republic Bank Intercall competition makes its way to the Karani James Athletic Stadium, March 12th, 13th, and 14th. 88 events, 25 schools, 3 days, and 2 champions. Make history and witness the first ever Intercall March Pass competition amongst participating schools, days 1 and 2. Who would it be in 2024? Come out in your colors, support your alma mater. Day 1 will be electrifying, day 2 pulsating, and day 3 will end in a crescendo as history will be made in the National Stadium. Tickets are available at the gates of the National Stadium, gotofed.com, and Grenadian Optical.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the tri-island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matterson, also known as Leftis, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carriacou. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carriacou and Petit Martinique Carnival, the Carriacou String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. The Grenada Public Workers Union welcomes Cabinet's approval of over $1 million EC to honor outstanding salary and wage increases for the faculty and staff at the T.A. Marichaud Community College.
The GPW would like to take the opportunity to officially and publicly thank the Cabinet of Grenada for their decision to actually pay the workers for those outstanding years. We are not fully satisfied in that the cycle covers 23 to 25 and they're only paying 23 to 24. But in that
Union, GPWU has expressed its satisfaction with the Cabinet's decision to approve over $1 million EC to honor outstanding salary and wage increases for the faculty and staff at the T.A. Marichaud Community College, TAMCC. The announcement follows approximately 3 weeks after mild protest action by TAMCC workers over delayed payments of negotiated salary increases.
As of last Cabinet sitting, the Cabinet has approved the sum of $1,201,000, 848 Eastern Caribbean dollars and 50 cents to honor salary increases for the faculty and staff of the T.A. Marichaud Community College as follows: 4% for 2023, 4% for 2024.
Education Minister David Andrew. He said an agreement was reached with the College Council during a meeting on January 9th called to discuss the challenges associated with the routine payment of negotiated salary adjustments for public officers and the Grenada Union of Teachers to be paid across the board with TAMCC workers.
And so I was a little taken aback and surprised when around independence or shortly after that I heard there were industrial grumblings and media appearances and utterances by some union personnel talking about government's unwillingness and wanting to pull back, and that left me feeling very disappointed, given the spirit of the discussions that we had.
Grimes responded to the minister's remarks, noting that the union did its best to not ventilate the 8-month-old matter in the public domain.
And I want to register the fact that the union did its utmost to keep this matter as private as possible, having sent at least 5 pieces of correspondence to the council of the T.M. Marisho Community College to handle this matter. No one likes workers grumbling, but the truth of the matter is parties have to meet each other on the half. You cannot have underpaid workers or workers whose salaries are frozen and expect them to be of high morale and highly productive, or just in a peaceful state of mind. That is something that would be unrealistic.
Apart from the fact that a collective bargaining agreement does not exist, Minister Andrews said there is a disparity in the application of the increases to the various category of workers, including lecturers, cleaners, groundsmen, which presents acute challenges in terms of sustainability. He said the ministry now awaits a draft collective bargaining agreement, which is to be developed by the union in collaboration with the council for consideration going forward.
So when this was spoken of, we readily agreed to getting a CBA done. In fact, it was presented to the hierarchy of TAMCC in the middle of January, and we proposed a date for negotiations for that said CBA. So we have proposed 2 dates thus far. We have not gotten an official response as yet, but we will keep trying.
It is expected that the new agreement would be finalized for implementation commencing January 2025. The government says it has paid over $10 million in the last 14 months to TAMCC workers in outstanding salary increases for the period 2017 to 2022. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
With plans for its use to enhance positive youth development, the Grandstand Sporting Facility was officially opened to the public on the weekend. The opening featured the first games of netball, basketball, and small goal football. We have more in this report from Christina John.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let there be light.
The moment the lights were turned on, providing an opportunity for positive engagement in the Grandstands community. After 10 years of being out of commission, the first game of netball was played on the Grandstands netball court. It was one of 2 courts officially opened Saturday evening, with the other being the basketball court. According to Parliamentary Representative for St. George South, Andy Williams, the rehabilitation and opening of the sporting facilities in the South symbolizes the promotion of peace and unity among youth, channeling their minds away from crime and violence towards something more positive.
What we have done is good timing, and it is very ironic. And why we did it? We did it because, I always say that we blame the youth today. We come down on them, but what is the alternative we are giving them? And when you watch these guys here playing basketball now, they could be doing something else if we didn't have our facilities. So why we do it? We do it so that we want the youth and everyone else to get more involved in sports. We see the direction that things, on the way things are going on in terms of the violence and the guns and so on, and we want to put it back. That is why tonight I asked some of the artists to come, and the message tonight is a message of peace. Because let me just be frank with you. Knives don't kill people. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And if you can, try to transform the minds of our people and really put it in the right direction now, we can benefit at the end of the day.
citing the potential of young people in the surrounding communities and having knowledge of individuals who started their career on the said courts who now share success stories. The parliamentary representative advocated for the facility to remain accessible at all times to the young people of the South.
So, Mr. Paul McIntyre and everyone else, I don't want to see the court closed. I want to see the court open every time. I watched a video just a while ago when I was coming here in Guyana, where some youth wanted to use a playing field, and the people were stopping them. I'm saying every youth that want to come and use the court should be able to use the court. No one should be stopped. Because at the end of the day, we can have a Kobe Bryant from here. Right? We can have a Michael Jordan from here. And when we are doing up the flyer for this event today, we have two basketballers from the area here who are very instrumental in developing their career at this school. And this year, again, it's personal, and I think it will aid in the development of our youth.
Paul McIntyre, who is well known in the community of Grand Dance, urged parents to come on board.
We're doing a lot. We're asking parents to support us because we need that parental support to encourage their kids to come out and, engage their energy into positive developments. Let us move away from, as Minister indicated a while ago, the violence and the guns and the knives and the gang foolishness, and let us move into a harmonious approach to development in our communities.
The refurbishment work was undertaken by the Ministries of Infrastructure, Mobilization and Implementation and Transformation with support from the Chinese Embassy in Grenada. Christina John, GBN News.
A reflection of the upcoming anniversary of March 13th featured behind tonight's GBN Eyesore Lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's Eyesore pays tribute to former Prime Minister Maurice Bishop. On March 13th of 1979, the Grenada United Labour Party government of Sir Eric Matthew Gary was overthrown by the NJM-led People's Revolutionary Army. Maurice Bishop, a lawyer by profession, was installed as Prime Minister of a newly established People's Revolutionary Government. Although the NJM government lasted only 4 years before Bishop was killed in a military coup led by Bernard Cord, after which the U.S. invaded to destroy the remnants of the movement, Bishop's humane and popular policy, as well as his international perspective, remain an inspiration to many who know of the Grenadian Revolution. Send us your photos and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And still to come, ex-PRA members convene ahead of March 13th anniversary. Stay with us.
Just had a special privilege of sampling the Golden Jubilee edition of the limited edition spice rum from the Grenada distillers, and I must say it's something that you should try. It is authentically Grenadian, but from the flavors to the aromas to the overall taste, the blend is great. It's light, it's golden like the Golden Jubilee, and I think you can make any collector's shelves anywhere in the world. Hats off to the Grenada distillers.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacret, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftis, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carriacou. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carriacou and Petit Matin Carnival, the Carriacou String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Thinking about getting internet at home? Sign up now and get a $200 Visa cash card from Flow. That's $200 cash to spend anywhere that accepts card payment. Buy groceries, beauty supplies, pay bills, buy whatever you like. Enjoy super fast broadband and free cash now from Flow, keeping you connected.
Former members of the People's Revolutionary Army, PRA, convened over the weekend to commemorate the historical significance of March 13, 1979. More in this report.
This year will mark the 45th anniversary of the March 13, 1979 revolution, when Grenada's then Prime Minister Eric Matthew Gary was overthrown by the New Jewel movement led by Maurice Bishop. The weekend event brought together past members of the People's Revolutionary Army, or PRA, to reflect on the historic significance of the revolution and ensuring years of revolutionary government. Organized by the ex-PRA and the Patriot Welfare Association, the event honored the fallen brothers lost in the revolution period by observing a moment of silence. Dane Phillip is the public relations officer of the ex-PRA and the Patriot Welfare Association.
3 years ago, so we're celebrating 3 years this year. And the reason for the formation of that group is to meet the needs of the most vulnerable comrades. And so this celebration, and since the formation of this association, the ex-PRA and Patriot Welfare Association, every year we celebrate March 13th. And in order to socialize, in order to reminisce, we generate that level of camaraderie and to raise funds to meet the needs of our comrades that need us at this time.
The PRO thanked the present administration for assisting the organization and its members.
So this administration is only one I can boastfully say that are paying attention to the psychological, the emotional, the financial, and other needs of our comrades.
The newsroom also spoke to some of the former soldiers who expressed their gratitude in meeting some of their comrades.
Today's session is just, I feel, 45 years
the thing. It's just a get-togetherness. See people for a long time. We don't see comrades. We don't see for a long time. Meet them and get together, eat and merry self. I will have see for today.
Today's activity, it was totally extremely good and in order. The highlight for me, all my comrades I don't see for years, are important to see them today. All man. And then again, in the revolution time, mangoes couldn't spoil, tamarind couldn't spoil, damson couldn't spoil, look to everything spoiling.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Stay with us. We'll have your regional and international news right after the break.
The thrill and excitement of the Republic Bank Intercall competition makes its way to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, March 12th, 13th, and 14th. 88 events, 25 schools, 3 days, and 2 champions. Make history and witness the first ever Intercall March Pass competition amongst participating schools, days 1 and 2. Who would it be in 2024? Come out in your colors, support your alma mater. Day 1 will be electrifying, day 2 pulsating, and day 3 will end in a crescendo as history will be made in the National Stadium. Tickets are available at the gates of the National Stadium, gotofed.com, and Grenadian Optical.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carriacou. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carriacou and Petit Matinee Carnival, the Carriacou String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
And good evening, sports fans. The anticipation is intense as Grenada gears up for the much-awaited 2024 Republic Bank Intercall Championships set to run off at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Tuesday. The 3-day spectacle promises to showcase the island's finest young athletes in a display of talent and sportsmanship. The excitement begins with the torch relay, a symbol of unity and athleticism, which will be led by spirited students representing each parish alongside the staff of Republic Bank and the bank's brand ambassador, the renowned Anderson Peters. The participation from all 25 secondary schools, including representatives from Carriacou, the Intercall Championship is poised to deliver thrilling competition across both the girls and boys categories. Diane Abel-Jeffrey is the newly elected president of the Grenada Association of Principals.
We'll have preliminary events and which we call the hits and the final events. We have on the second, on the first day also during the intermission, we will have the first ever March Pass sponsored by Classic Lighting Caribbean in conjunction with D Sport Shop and Blue Bubbles, I think. They're going to sponsor the first ever March Past. And on the first day, we will have our male students marching through. And the second day, we will also have the same thing happening during the intermission. But the second day, of course, we do not have opening ceremony. So we're going to begin with action on the track and on the field. And during intermission, we're going to have that March Past of the girls' teams.
She noted that the 2024 Republic Bank Intercall Championships will not only showcase the athleticism of our youth, but also celebrate our rich cultural heritage through various performances.
Two of our young artists from Carriacou, and we're going to have a group of 6 schools coming together, combined as in a dance troupe to perform during the intermission. So the people at the stadium can really look forward to having activities even while they're having a little break from the events. And this is also going to give our students an opportunity to not just come in and look at the intercall, the colleagues who can run and jump and throw and so on, but those that have the performing arts aspect, they can perform, they can do something to showcase their talents.
In a welcome addition to this year's championships, hurdles will make their triumphant return, adding an extra layer of excitement to the track events. Moreover, the invitational 100 meters race will feature the participation of athletes from special education, underscoring the inclusive nature of the games and providing an inspiring display of determination and resilience. The Paralympics Committee shared insights into the preparations of athletes with disabilities, noting their enthusiasm following a session on the renowned Karani James track at the stadium. As the Karani James Athletic Stadium braces itself for 3 days of exhilarating competition, Grenadians eagerly anticipate the unfolding of memorable moments and the crowning of a new champion. St. Andrew are the winners of the 2024 GCA Under-19 Super 50 Cup, outclassing their opponents, St. David's Cricket League, by a staggering 172 runs. The final showdown took place on Sunday at Progress Park, St. Andrew, where their eyes firmly set on the coveted trophy. They delivered a commanding performance that left their opponents struggling to keep up. Throughout the match, the St. Andrew batsmen displayed exceptional skill and precision, relentlessly accumulating runs and keeping the scoreboard ticking. However, it was not just their batting prowess that stole the show. St. Andrew's bowling attack proved to be equally formidable, dismantling the St. David's Cricket League's batting lineup with clinical precision. The bowlers consistently hit their marks, restricting the opposition's scoring opportunities and taking crucial wickets at regular intervals. As the match progressed, St. Andrew tightened their grip on the game, leaving St. David's Cricket League with an uphill battle to climb. Despite their best efforts, the opposition struggled to match the intensity and determination of their opponents, and in the end, St. Andrew emerged triumphant, clinching the title with a resounding victory margin of 172 runs. The 2023-2024 Grenada Football Association GFA Division II Big 8 wrapped up this Sunday as 4 teams sealed promotion to Division I for the upcoming season. Honved FC, Class Herb Roots, North Stars, and Combined Northerners emerged victorious after an intense final day of matches, securing their spots in the highly anticipated Division I. At Queen's Park, the Honved FC left no room for doubt as they dominated the field with a resounding 7-0 victory over Montgelou, securing their promotion in style. Meanwhile, over at Montgelou, Class Herb Roots faced a formidable challenge against Springs FC, but managed to emerge triumphant with a narrow 2-1 win, sealing their fate as one of the promoted teams. The excitement continued at Victoria Park, where Combined Northerners displayed their skills with a commanding 7-2 triumph over Mount Horn, solidifying their second-place finish and earning their ticket to Division I. And then the North Stars also left a lasting impression, concluding the round undefeated with a convincing 4-0 victory over Sunjets United. Carl Lee, GFA's General Secretary, expressed his delight at the outcome, stating, "We're thrilled to welcome these 4 worthy teams to Division 1. They demonstrated incredible skill and determination throughout the season, and we can't wait to see them compete at the next level." With their promotion secured, the spotlight now turns to the upcoming season, where the newly promoted teams will face formidable opponents such as St. David's FC, Eagles Super Strikers, and St. Andrews Football League. We wish them all well. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. The United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken met on Monday with Caribbean leaders in Jamaica as part of an urgent push to solve Haiti's spiraling crisis, while pressure grows on Prime Minister Ariel Henry to resign or agree to a transitional council. TVJ News reports.
The U.S. State Department says U.S. Secretary of State Anthony J. Blinken will discuss the proposed development in partnership with CARICOM and Haitian stakeholders to expedite a political transition in Haiti. This is to be done through the creation of a broad-based independent presidential college, as well as the development of a multinational security support mission to address the ongoing security crisis. Mr. Blinken will also meet with Prime Minister Andrew Holness to discuss bilateral and regional issues to reaffirm the U.S.'s strong and enduring ties with Jamaica. France, Canada, the United Nations, and Brazil have been invited to the meeting. It's not clear whether Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry will be in Jamaica for the meeting. A group of U.S. legislators suggests that Mr. Henry should not return to Haiti, but should immediately hand over power to a transitional consensus government.
St. Lucia's opposition leader, Alain Chastanet, is gearing up to launch an initiative, the establishment of a regional body to advocate for opposition parties. Chastanet has begun orchestrating efforts to gain regional support for this undertaking with an aim of amplifying the concerns. ACS News has the details.
Oppositions in this region are treated scantly and without regard. Why can't a head of government come to St. Lucia and also see the leader of the opposition? Why does he feel he has a need to come and take political sides? Why is it we're only inviting political leaders to come and speak to the country that share the same ideology?
Former St. Lucia Prime Minister Alain Chastanet, in a bid to amplify the voices of the region's opposition, has formulated a plan for the creation of a regional group of opposition leaders.
When we allow our voices to be marginalized, it's not my voice that's being marginalized, it's the voices that we represent in opposition. That is whose voices we are marginalizing. And so we've recognized we must come together to bring greater amount of respect and appreciation of what leaders of the opposition do.
Chastanet recently attended a crime symposium in Trinidad and Tobago, led by opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar. Following the event, he faced criticism from Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Keith Rowley, who referred to him disparagingly as Tropical Trump.
I remember when Ralph Gonzalez came and spoke on a platform here and made some very unflattering remarks about Sir John. And Sir John said the next day, what happens if I win? How you want to sit next to me now?
This year, Palestinians will experience a Ramadan like no other. The Muslim month of fasting is being observed in the face of famine. Israel is restricting what food, medicine, and essential life-saving supplies can get into Gaza. More in this report.
Ramadan is normally a time when Muslims come together to fast, worship, and reflect. But after 5 months of unimaginable violence, people here will instead have to endure the pain caused by Israel's relentless war on Gaza.
I came here to buy, but I can't find anything to buy. There's nothing. No dates or milk or anything. One can't find anything for their children. All these canned goods are full of germs that infect the stomach. We need vegetables and fruits to feed our children because they've weakened and died from hunger.
More than 2 million people are being forced to live with little to no water or food. Israel is refusing to let enough aid in. The supplies that do exist are unaffordable. The holy month has added meaning here.
I think this Ramadan will add to the tragedies of the Palestinian people, a new tragedy and a new torment. The situation is very difficult, and any person who says that they can endure the pain of this month financially, spiritually, mentally, look over all of this market in vain. No one can afford to buy anything.
Every single person in Gaza has lost a loved one or knows someone who has. And friends and families are torn apart, unable to celebrate together.
This year's Ramadan is different from previous years. First of all, we are far away from our loved ones, our families, relatives and friends in the north. Everything is different.
Israel's indiscriminate attacks have destroyed or damaged at least 184 mosques in Gaza.
And that's what's been happening around our globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Stepfather charged with the death of 14-year-old Esther Patterson. Candlelight vigil held in her honor. 2 collapse and die on Paradise Beach, while in other news, an elderly man remains missing at sea. RGPF promises heightened security for Intercall games, and Grenada Public Workers Union welcomes Cabinet's approval of proposed salary increases for TAMCC staff. In regional news, U.S. Secretary of State visits Jamaica for Haiti talks with Caribbean leaders. And in international news, Israel continues its bombardment of Gaza on the first day of Ramadan. In sports, excitement builds for 2024 Republic Bank Intercall Championships. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again tomorrow night.